This is my pleasure today to welcome Paola Noriega, who is the founder and the CEO of the Rodriguez Wealth Group in Tampa, Florida. Welcome, Paola.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Francis.
How are you today?
Good, very awesome. How are you?
Awesome. Wonderful. I'm good too. Yes, yes, yes. So you're in Florida, I'm in Los Angeles, and we're going to start this conversation today. So for our audience, I like to ask, your story of origin. What got you here? What was the journey to this
Yeah,
place of being the founder and CEO of an insurance company? Yeah.
yeah. So it actually is a not super unique one. I didn't grow up thinking, as a little girl, I was going to be an insurance agent. I that was not the dream. I just kind of fell into it. So I started a career in sales. I had a really amazing professor in college that told me, "Hey, you need to go into sales." So I did. I started a CPG company, and then made my way to outside sales, did a couple sales jobs, and honestly, I was just tired of updating my resume. And some of the people that were in my network were doing really, really well selling insurance. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm tired of working for people. I was in business services, so I sold payroll, I sold nightly janitorial services. So I knew, some people making moves and making money. And
Mhm.
I was like, all right, let me work for myself. Let me try this thing out. And so I started off selling for a captive agency, and that was amazing. I never worked so hard in my entire life, and so that taught me a lot about, uh, you know, discipline, a lot about pushing through and perseverance. And then I noticed, hey, I don't want to work for an insurance company. I want to work for our customers, our clients, because they're really who are paying our bills. So I transitioned
Mm.
to be a broker, and that was 5 years ago. So I've been in the insurance industry 7 years, and it's been a wild, amazing ride.
Mm.
A lot of people will tell you in the insurance industry that they've tried to quit 16 times and another one because it is not the sexiest thing to do. It's something that's very necessary, but we do face a lot of rejection in sales, right? So sales is hard to do, but it is really good when you have a core passion behind what you do. So
Mm.
I keep telling God, hey God, I don't need any more experiences as to why insurance is so important. And I say that because my mom got really sick about 3 years ago. She had autoimmune encephalitis, and so that was a whirlwind. She was in the hospital for a few months. It was
Wow.
hard to diagnose what was happening. It kind of presented itself as a mental illness at first. And mind you, my mom is the healthiest person out of her 12 siblings. Like she juices, she walks, she does all the things. Like she's 5'3", 118 pounds, And so and she climbs trees. Like she literally will climb mango trees and all this stuff. And so for her to get sick in that way and have such a rare illness was very, very tough for our family. And so, being there with her in the hospital for many, many nights, and having the support of my family, and kind of rotating, still doing it during COVID times. We could only have one person there, and
Yes, yes,
it
yes,
was
yes.
very, very tough. And so had we not had insurance, our family would have been in a way different situation than what we are now. So my dad would have had to liquidate all of his retirement. We would have made it work, right, to get her the $800,000 worth of treatment that she needed, right? That's what all the bills totaled up to. And so it's something that I am super, super passionate about, something that I know I'm doing to protect families. And then
Yeah.
also on the other end, I'm training agents to develop a six-figure book of business on their own to have their own clients and to make that impact on other families. And
Mm.
so it's been a wild ride. Life just keeps happening. And so yeah, now I have 10 agents that are working with me, that are contracted with me. I have one six-figure agent that just became an agent last year that made six figures. And the goal is to
Oh,
have 10 of those agents that are making six figures. We just started our team back in May of last
mm,
year. And so we're
mm.
relatively new as far as a team, even though I've been, in the industry a
Sure,
long
sure,
time.
sure,
So
sure. Wonderful.
yeah, thank
Good.
you.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. That's absolutely great. So, okay, so you've told us already a lot, and okay, I hope your mother is fine now and that life is more stable because that's those events are really, I mean, always amazing lessons, but also extremely difficult, intense times. So, what would you say were the main challenges that you encountered, in this journey? You as a broker and now you as a developer of brokers, right? Under your wings, right? Or tell us more about the structure. Are they employees? Are they 1099 or?
Yeah, they're all 1099. They're all developing their own book of business. So right away, they own their book of business. They're vested. And so the challenge has been in doing business with the right people.
Mm,
Unfortunately, with insurance, and I think with anything, right? People will promise you the world and will tell you all these things, and then things don't really fall through as they should. And so I'm someone that's very, very disciplined, someone that's, keep tracks of the numbers. I know my information, I know my data. And so um, doing business with the right people has been something that's been difficult, and thank goodness I have found the right people to do business with. And so now I feel confident that I'm well supported to help my agents, because I know that I'm only one person, and so it really
mm,
matters who you do business with. So we have a team of four leaders that assist with training, with questions, with onboarding. I have a personal assistant, and our team also has two other assistants that help with
mm,
contracting and onboarding
sure,
and
sure.
all that stuff. And so yeah, it's it's not um, it's not it matters a lot who you do business with,
Of course, of course.
and
Mhm.
yeah.
But now you've got to that place. So, what did you do to move from not meeting the right people to actually meeting the right people and working with the right people and succeeding with the right people? So, what was the shift
Yeah,
in your approach to the market of those? Yeah.
yeah, some people say you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince, right? That was true for my husband, and that was true for, insurance. So this partnership that I have, I actually made. I met this person 7 years ago while I was at the captive agency before. So
Uh-huh.
I already knew their work ethic. I already knew
Sure.
how intelligent they were. I knew their heart. That was a heart for helping people. And so it was just kind of timing for it for us. So this person was in a position about a year or so ago to be able to bring me on as one of the leaders. And so
Mm.
that's how we made it happen. But yeah, timing was something that was important, and reaching out to the network that I had in the past was important too.
So what I'm hearing is, as you were a captive broker for a big firm, you had spotted somebody that you saw was mirroring what was spontaneously your values and
Yeah.
was displaying very good business acumen. And then, so that's been actually the first foundation, right? The first person that you would ally yourself with. And then from that foundation, you're able to kind of, I don't know, tell me what happened from that first foundation.
Yeah, so we met at the captive agency. She went her own way, I went a different way. And
Mhm.
then about a year ago, we connected
Mhm.
again and started talking about how we could come together and you know build a team together.
Okay, got it, got it. Okay, and it's not really a team. I mean, it's a team, but it's not like, those are independent, autonomous people, and you just have some financial agreements for what you bring them and what they bring you, and etc. That's the type of,
All
okay,
right.
so yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still rather autonomous.
Yes, very.
Team members. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Self-starters and willing to be entrepreneurs and following in your paths for what you've done well and what you've understood and what you can pass on to them to make it easier and not having to learn the hard way. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Got it. Got it. Wonderful. So you're changing lives.
We're doing our best here. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
both on the client side and on the team side. So, okay, so what would you say your next level is? You said 10, right? 10 of those. In French, we say 13 for 12, when you buy apples and everything. So you'll get 13 for 12, and that's in your future. What do you see as being the biggest obstacle to get there? And what are your strategies to deal with those obstacles
Yeah,
or challenges?
biggest obstacles are building the right system. So right now we are building a lead generation system in order to fuel our agency to have our agents, be able to have a proprietary lead generation tool to be
Yeah.
to get more clients. We have found that really you can build a business through referrals, but the most efficient and most like kind of best way to manage things is through being able to have leads come through and have a steady stream of leads.
Yeah.
We find that obviously the more people talk to, the better they get at talking to people, and so that is
Sure.
something that's very very important to have a steady stream of leads to keep getting better and having more at bats, having more opportunities. So that's something that we're focused on. I just finalized our onboarding plan. So
Mm.
I'm someone, I used to run track in school, and so I'm someone that I'm give me the blueprint and I will run. I will run with it. I will do it.
Make
And
it
so
real. Mhm.
so it's been challenging to develop all these systems. Mind you, I'm kind of an Excel nerd, so I love, going in and plugging in and looking at data and all this stuff. But I also see a lot of value in having a team that will help with the onboarding process, the contracting and all that stuff. And so the I hope I answered your question.
Sure, sure. So what I'm hearing is putting systems and processes in place, right?
Yes.
As you run, okay? So, fixing the plane as you are, improving the plane as you fly, and of course it comes with its challenges. And so what is the remedy for you to actually manage those two hats?
Yeah, so the secret sauce is getting that lead system dialed in. And so we have a current lead system. We just need to maximize it and to improve it um, to have the results that we want, to have the
Mm,
volume that we want, and all that. We lean on outside vendors for help with that. We are not
mm,
a massive, company. We bring in people that help us, and we bring in experts in that. I'm an expert
mm,
in insurance, but do not ask me anything about Facebook ads or and uh, all that stuff about marketing. I did go to school for marketing. That's where I majored in, but it's not sales and people development is really where I shine. So we're really leaning on a few experts to help us maximize
sure.
that,
Yeah, yeah,
make
yeah.
that more efficient.
Make this happen. So then my other question for you is where does AI intersect
Yeah. So
with
AI
that next level? Yeah.
AI is super important. I literally spent the whole morning in AI and in some commission statements and some analyzing some data for our team. And so I literally just bought Claude.
Hmm.
I keep saying it wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Cloud.
And
Yeah.
so I really really love how we're able to make things a lot easier for us,
Mm,
for things like, hey, can you please integrate these two sheets together so that we can
mm,
see data next to each other? Can you please, audit this to make sure we're being paid correctly? Hey,
yeah.
really, it's something that saves time, which
Mm,
also, time is money. the time that I spent
Yeah.
doing administrative things is time I don't spend with my team doing
Yeah.
training or
Yeah.
selling,
Yeah.
helping people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's something that true is obviously something that's really helping in any industry, not just insurance.
No, but insurance especially, of course, yeah, there's so much data and so much tasks, and yeah, for sure. Well, okay, last question for you. If you had a magic wand, okay, what is it, the one thing that you would like to see happen, from an operational standpoint, from your internal, the world that you want to modify, that you have the power to modify because it's yours, right? Not outside. What is it that you would like to see change?
So I would love to transform our team into a well-oiled machine
Mhm.
with all the systems that are needed. So from onboarding being seamless and having AI come
Sure,
alongside our
sure,
trainers
sure,
and
sure.
to be able to answer questions for our team instead of us being prompted all the time with all these questions. Maybe we can have a tool that's AI that can do that. Obviously, our lead system, really integrating AI in that. We already have integrations, but I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be maximized in that. And so, really, for all the systems, the recruiting, the onboarding, the lead system to be well-oiled machines that are just running as they should. And we are just looking at the data um, and
And correcting.
and assisting with that.
Yeah,
That would
wonderful.
be a dream come true.
Okay, it's happening. I can see it on the map for you. Okay, wonderful. Well, I cannot thank you enough. I think what you've achieved in such a short period of time, is quite remarkable. And as I said, you changed lives outside of your company and inside of your organization. So I cannot thank you enough for that, for the community. And I hope we'll see you again on this podcast to see your progress, maybe in a year or something like that, So
Yeah.
people, this is for our audience. This is Paola Noriega, excuse me, who leads Rodriguez Wealth Group out of Tampa, Florida. So if you want to reach out to her, you'll find her on those names on LinkedIn, as I did. Wonderful, Paola. Okay, again, thank you so much. This is the end of our podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Francis.